In the French countryside, amidst the rolling hills and lavender fields of a town in southern France, there was a solitary asylum. The year was 1889, and it was in this haven where a troubled man would find himself looking out the window and absorbing the view. Vincent was a man of deep emotions and vivid imagination. He didn't end up in an asylum for any wrongdoing. Instead, he was there to pursue peace for his own tormented mind. See, this all happened because he knew his mental health was deteriorating. It was one psychotic episode in particular where he happened to cut off part of his ear. How did that happen? In short, Vincent got in a fight with a good friend, who was a fellow painter. His name was Paul. Even though the two lived together, they had an unbalanced relationship. Vincent didn't do many chores and would even dip into Paul's money. One night, the two artists found themselves in an argument about their contrasting styles and personalities. Things escalated, and Vincent threatened Paul with a knife. Frightened, Paul left the scene right away. Finding himself alone and in a state of mania, Vincent cut off a piece of his left ear. Another theory says that Paul was the one who sliced Vincent's ear during the fight. But however it happened, Vincent shortly after voluntarily admitted himself to an asylum. Each day, Vincent would wander the asylum's gardens or gaze out of his east-facing window, his eyes drinking in the beauty of the landscape. But it was at night that he really felt a sense of awe for the world around him. To Vincent, the night sky was not a mere backdrop. It was a living, breathing entity. The stars seemed to dance in patterns and perfectly mirrored the chaos and beauty of his own mind. And below this celestial display, there was also a quaint village on the rolling hills, with stillness that starkly contrasted the dynamic sky above. Driven by an unstoppable urge to capture this scene, Vincent set to work. The way the window was a portal to the night sky and the cosmos, his canvas became a portal to his soul. Impressionism was big at the time, which played on bright color and pretty landscapes. Vincent borrowed from this and adapted it into something new. Finally, it was done. Yet in his time, Vincent's ingenuity went largely unrecognized. His work, including the Starry Night, received little attention and even less acclaim. He had a quiet passing, which was mourned by few. It wasn't until 50 years later that the painting, created in that small room with a view of the night sky, would emerge from obscurity. People finally began to realize the unique ways in which this piece represented Vincent's inner, turbulent struggles. In 1941, the once ignored canvas found its way into the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. Today, the Starry Night stands as one of the most famous and beloved works of art in the world. It demonstrates that passion and appreciation can emerge from the darkest of times and the most troubled of minds. Vincent's legacy, once confined to the walls of an asylum, now stretches across time and space, moving hearts in ways he never could have imagined.